Russell Brunson is the CEO of a billion-dollar business, my mentor, and the reason I've been able to scale my business to multi-seven figures. So naturally, when I was hosting an event, I just texted him and said, hey buddy, want to speak to my audience next week? I hope you know I'm kidding. There is no way I would ever do that. And if I ever did, it would never work. Russell, anyone on that level, busy guy. I had to get his attention in a creative way, and I think you can learn by my example. So stay to the end of this video to get all the details of how I got Russell Brunson to speak at my event. I hosted my first event, Content Machine Live, in 2020. It was such an exciting event. We had hundreds of people there virtually at the time, and we generated over 6 figures from the event. Most of the time, I feel like people are trying to just break even on their event. We had hundreds of people there, incredible speakers, and it was a huge success. I want to hear from you. Have you ever hosted an event before? If not, do you want to? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I have other videos on this channel to show you how you can run one just like we did. It's a big undertaking, but it is so worthwhile and can be very profitable to your business. When I was coming up with my dream list of who I would want to speak at my event, of course I had these huge names on there that I thought maybe one day, maybe somehow I could get them to say yes. At the time, my lineup was Steve Larsen, Christy Code Red, Alex Sharfin, 3 people I love and have changed my life so much, and I know that my audience would just be blown away to see live at this event. And I knew that it would just go way over the top if I could convince, if I could ask and get him to say yes, if I could get Russell to speak at my event too. He is one of my mentors. He is the reason I've been able to scale my business. I've been in his inner circle, and I have just learned so much from him and knew that my audience would as well. But with Russell, I knew that I couldn't just call him up. He is running ClickFunnels, a billion-dollar company. He's a busy guy. When he gets on stage, whether it's speaking at his event or others' events, he is very easily, clearly making over $1 million just for that speaking engagement. I remember one year at Funnel Hacking Live, he made over $10 million selling ClickFunnels and his programs. So this guy, for me to make it worthwhile for him to speak on my stage, I had to do something really special. I knew that rather than just asking, someone like Russell needed to be shown rather than told why this would be worth their while. I knew that my ask had to be more than just like flowers or sending a gift. I had to show him what was in it for him. So my first question to myself was, how can I provide value to help him accomplish a goal or show how this is going to really benefit him? You know, at Funnel Hacking Live, his event that he hosts every single year, one of my favorite events. If you've never been to it, go check it out. It is like a rock concert for entrepreneurs. Imagine going to a marketing business conference, but it's the production value. You'd think you're at a rock concert. At FHL, he sells the belief that you can do this, that you can earn $1 million and get your 2 Comma Club award by using the software ClickFunnels. I personally, that is what has helped me to make 2 commas, to make over $2 million in my business. And I am a huge advocate of this software and rave about it in all my videos, in all my presentations. And so I was actually a speaker at Funnel Hacking Live earlier in 2020. I had just earned my first 2 Comma Club award. I was always participating in the ClickFunnels community. So at least I knew that me asking him to speak, I wasn't a nobody. I wasn't someone that he'd never seen before. He knows that I've been providing value. And of course, the fact that he asked me to speak at Funnel Hacking Live already, I've contributed to him planting that belief for his audience already. And now my ask was to ask him to share that same belief with my audience. During my presentation at Funnel Hacking Live, I knew that I wasn't just there to teach the audience how to generate traffic to their funnels with YouTube. I was one of the puzzle pieces for Russell, for ClickFunnels, to add value to the event and bring him closer to his overall goal of planting that belief for people that they too can do this. I was an example of that. I was someone that went from dental hygienist to online marketer, being able to make millions of dollars through this ClickFunnels software. I shared my story. I planted that belief. I contributed to overcoming those limiting blocks for them to see that if I could do it, they could do it too. Knowing that this is Russell's overall intention for any of his content that he creates is to install those new beliefs for people and show them this future-based cause, the vision, the reality that they can achieve this, I kept that in mind when I asked him to speak at my event. Now I'm going to tell you the exact thing that I did to get Russell to speak at my event, but first, have you subscribed to this channel yet? I put out new videos about video marketing and business growth every single week, so click that red button so you never miss an upload. The first thing I needed to do was get his attention. So instead of, like I said, texting or calling him up, I ended up writing him a song, and I made 2 music videos. And I'm gonna link them in the video description below because I'm a little biased, but they're quite entertaining, and they did go mini viral, grabbing a lot of people's attention. And just a warning, you may or may not get them stuck in your head. Sorry, not sorry. For one of the videos, I had Christy Code Red, Steve Larsen, Alex Sharfin, who were all speakers at my event and friends of Russell, singing along with me. And we posted on social media. It went mini viral. And to be honest, I did kind of back him into a corner because there was so much hype around it. There were tons of people in the comments saying, oh my gosh, Russell, they were tagging him, saying, you have to speak at this event. This is so good. Tons of people saying that it was stuck in their head for days, and is often something that's brought up in conversation even to this day. The second music video that I made was a rap video based on one of his favorite songs. One of his stage entrance songs is a song from Odessa, but it's an instrumental. And I wrote some pretty awesome, if you do ask me, pretty awesome rap lyrics to put over this instrumental. And the song was like all about how awesome he is, the things that he does for the community, the charities, the campaigns that he's a part of. And this was another one to try to get his attention if he hadn't seen the first one yet. I'll tell you, I know that he for sure saw it pretty quickly because I was getting my phone was blowing up, I'll tell you that. So I know that Russell loves good marketing. I mean, he pioneered the phrase funnel hacking, which is all about seeing what your competitors or other people in the space are doing and modeling their success or learning from their mistakes. So I basically made a campaign out of asking him to the event, which got more people interested and buying tickets to the event, which then gives him a bigger audience to speak to, where then I also asked him to come out and talk about his new book that had just come out, Traffic Secrets, which I was also in the top 10 affiliates for. So I was providing value to him. I was also really pushing his book sales and got onto his top 10 affiliate contest, and then also created a platform and a lot of buzz around it to give him this stage to share about his new book. Russell could have very easily said no to me. He's a very busy guy. He's running a billion-dollar business. He is in high demand, and for him to speak on my stage, that was a really awesome favor that he actually said yes. But I'm proud of the effort that I made to grab his attention, to create a whole campaign around it and buzz so that when he did get on that stage, it was something that was pretty entertaining and beneficial for him too. I'm gonna link those videos below. I think you should check them out. They are really fun to watch. And if you're hoping to plan a virtual event of your own and in that ascend your leads into your high ticket offer, I have the perfect thing for you. I actually wanna give you access to my highest performing, most revenue generating campaigns that you can plug and play into your business to maximize your lead generation and sales. So click the link in the video description below to attend my next free private training where I'll be showing you exactly how to ascend leads from hello to high ticket. Russell Brunson is the CEO of and wanted him to speak. I just texted him and said, hey buddy, want to speak at my, oh dang it, in one day. Most of the time people, 8 figures, tens of millions of dollars. What?
The tree.
Oh, that's funny. And I wrote a rap song to put over this instrumental track. Now to figure out how to get Will Smith to speak at my event. Just kidding. That's a big one.